Part 46. Sometimes it can be useful to place someone face down on the ground as a preventative measure, so I've included this technique for you to see. If there's a situation where it's very likely the attacker will hit, or there's a threat of violence, a preventative measure would be to safely diffuse the risk that one may face. It should be done so there's little to no risk of being injured or worse. This technique achieves everything that's needed to restrain someone that may potentially cause harm. It can be used with other movements in the series. When two people are talking, sometimes things may not seem right, so there are three options. Either run away, let them attack, or take preventative action. The first choice depends on a person's endurance, running speed, and evasive maneuvers. Accepting the second choice is not wise in some situations when immediate action is required. An unsure position like this could lead to disaster if not acted upon. So, here, as we stand opposite each other, you can notice the distance. It's easy for him to cause me a great deal of harm as he's within punching and elbowing distance. It can only take one punch to cause a fatal incident, so it's wise to be alert of this and to keep at least an arm's length apart. Now he takes a step closer. This kind of behavior is a clear indication of what is about to happen. It is imperative to act before it does. If you notice here, I do not give away any intentions or react. This is because I don't want to invoke a reaction that will cause tension or allow him to reevaluate or rethink his attacking strategy. Here, I swiftly raise both arms together. My left hand shoots under his arm as my right hand is directed towards his shoulder. At this point, if there is a reaction from him, my hand can hit his head to cause a temporary loss of faculties. That didn't happen, so I place my right hand on his shoulder as my left arm is directed upwards. My left forearm acts as a lever to thrust his body forward. My right hand holds his shoulder in place. This will result in his body thrown forward. As you see here, his elbow is very close to my head. A mistake here could result in a serious permanent injury or worse. To stop this happening, the hands must be placed in a very specific way. Here you can see my right hand is placed on the top of his shoulder as my left hand holds onto the back of my right hand. This motion and the position of the hands must be kept like this as the leverage from the left forearm is applied. This allows for smooth travel towards the ground. The right hand pushes down into his shoulder as this happens. As soon as the journey to the ground stops, the right hand must be placed immediately on the crease behind his shoulder, as shown here. His face, after his hand, is the first part of the body to connect with the ground if force is directed like this. This hold keeps everything locked in place, and should he try to get up or struggle, his own force will be applied to his shoulder joint. There will be a tight hold, which if forced, can tear his ligaments, and if he straightens his arm, the stretch will be felt in his shoulder and amplified the more he does. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. Consider subscribing, leave a comment, and if you know someone that can find this useful, please share it with them. Until next time, a wise person should be well grounded like a tree. The more developed our roots are, the broader our minds can be.